Hello, sports fans. Welcome to the first episode of Falcons franchise. And I'm going to be doing a long series where we're rebuilding the Falcons. And the Falcons, they're a decent team. Well, really, they're not a good team. They have a few bright spots like Kyle Pitts and AJ Terrell. But we will be rebuilding the Falcons. The settings will be all pro, all Madden simulation. I am going to turn pre-existing injury off. But everything else, 8-minute quarters. But everything else is, we're going to be keeping the same. We're going to start in the preseason, although we're just going to sim through the preseason. And for those of you wondering, I want this franchise to be fun but realistic. So, I'm not going to go trade, Kyle Pitts and a first-round pick, or 2 first-round picks for Patrick Mahomes. Fun but realistic. So now, going over the team, one thing I do want to do is trade Calvin Ridley, because if you look here, he's not here. And that's because he's suspended. But if I generate best lineup, then he is here. And what we're going to do is we're going to trade him, as he should have green interest from about all teams. Every team has green interest in Calvin Ridley. So, I'm going to try to get a first-round pick back for him. Calvin Ridley and our 7th-round pick to the Cardinals for a first-round pick. And that is accepted. So, that is the deal. Calvin Ridley is a Cardinal as we get their first-round pick this year. And now, reordering the receiver depth chart, I am going to put Drake London as my number 1 wide receiver. Bryan Edwards will be my number 2 receiver. My number 3 receiver will be Tate. 4 Bird, then Zacchaeus. Running backs, I'm not sure what I'm going to do exactly with Cordero Patterson yet, as I think I'm actually going to play him in the slot. He's still going to be my number 1 running back and my 3rd down running back. But I think I'm going to also try to get the rookie Tyler Algier involved a little bit, so I'm actually going to move him ahead of Damian Williams. Quarterback, it's going to be a battle between Marcus Mariota and Desmond Ridder. So I really don't know who we're going to be starting yet. And on the offensive line, Jake Matthews, he is already 30. And when you look at his contract, it is huge, as he's still got 5 years remaining. And he's going to get paid a ton of money next year. So I'm thinking playing with him this year, but then trading him in the offseason. So I think that's what I'm going to plan on doing. Left guard is obviously a question mark. Matt Hennessy and Chris Lindstrom, center and right guard. I think I'm going to try to develop them and keep them there. Both have star development. And Caleb McGarry, the right tackle, is definitely not my long-term solution, as he's already 27 years old. So, not sure what I'm going to do there. And then Kyle Pitts, obviously top 10 tight end. And he's going to be one of our main offensive building pieces. Defensively, you have Grady Jarrett. Then you've got, on the line, you've got Marlon Davidson. And then you've got, I actually don't know who this guy is, Anthony Rush. So obviously, defensive tackle is a pretty big hole here. Corner, we have AJ Terrell and Casey Hayward. And Casey Hayward is getting older, but he's still pretty good in Madden. 87 overall. Then Isaiah Oliver, I think I'm going to play in the slot. Free safety, I'm going to play Richie Grant. Because he's younger and the same overall, as Richie Grant is 24. Something that annoys me is they put you back in offense when you were on defense. That's really annoying. Whereas Eric Harris is already 32 and really is just going to regress. Linebackers, left outside linebacker is going to be the rookie Arnold Ebcady coming off the edge. Right outside linebacker, our other edge rusher is going to be Lorenzo Carter. Deion Jones and Rashaan Evans will be the 2 middle linebackers. And Dean Marlowe will be our strong safety. Special teams, I am going to put Cordell Patterson at kick returner. But otherwise, we're going to keep all this the same. And the specialists, I'm going to have Isaiah Oliver play slot corner. Ebcady and Carter off the edges. Deion Jones, my sub linebacker. And Grady Jarrett, the rush defensive tackle. And I also have to move Cordell Patterson to slot receiver. And Tyler Algier is already my power back. So let me do that real quick. And something with linebacker I do want to do is I do want to get Ricky Troy Anderson involved, as he is a future starter. So I'm definitely going to play him over Michael Walker. And I'm even going to play him over Nick Wachowski. Hopefully I said his name correctly. And I think Wachowski, I'm going to trade him because he is a trade target for other teams. So I think that's what I'm going to end up doing. Although, I may hold off for now and wait a little bit longer. Alright, so that is it for the roster moves right now. So I'm going to advance to the regular season. Alright, so here at week 1, we do have the Saints in week 1, but I'm going to set our season goal first. I mean, I really don't have any, really think I'm going to, like, something, like, really aggressive, like, win the Super Bowl. But, also, I'm not the greatest Madden player. So I think we're going to go commit to the goal for 4 wins. And choose a draft class. We're going to keep auto-generated rookies. And now scouting, with my scouts, I'm not sure if Desmond Ridder is going to be our long-term quarterback. So, hold on, let me look at the quarterbacks really quickly and see if they look decent. I know we don't really know a ton about them. But 2 projected top 5 guys, 3 other guys potentially going in the first round. Oh, we don't even know their physicals yet. Okay, because they're 0% scouted. Okay. Something like Emmett Charles out of Oregon State. C deep accuracy. Not a very good athlete. So now with quarterbacks, I definitely want someone mobile, because like I'm not the kind of person that's just gonna stand there in the pocket and just throw a whole bunch of passes. So definitely I'm gonna need my quarterbacks to be a little bit better than that. Here we got speed solid to good. That could potentially work. But it looks like it could be a pretty good quarterback class. So I'm just going to fire all these scouts. If I end up rehiring them, well, it's just a coincidence. But I'm going to fire them all so I can get who I want on here. So what we're going to do is we're going to look for a Tier 3 quarterback scout. Alright, so here's what we're going to do. We got Kenny Ramsey as our national scout, Tier 3. He's got a quarterback and safety. Quarterback is the strength of the class. Our West Scout is defensive end and interior offensive line. Then our Central Scout, Ralph Scott, is wide receiver and running back. Then the Northeast, we have Fred Nicholas, corner and middle linebacker. And in the Southeast, we have defensive tackle and offensive tackle. And I'm not going to go ahead and add anyone to my draft board just yet, because I do want to just know a little bit more about these guys. It is opening day around the week and a fresh start for every team around the week. You'll be facing the Saints. What's the key to victory? Let's go dominating offense. Ideally, we establish the rhythm on offense, dictate the flow of the game, and get a big enough lead to make their offense one-dimensional. What's my main focus? The running game or the passing game? Well, our quarterbacks aren't great, neither are our receivers, so we're going to go running game. We want to pound the rock. A solid run game is going to limit the opponent's possession, and the longer we're on offense, the less time they have to score. Beat the Saints, rush for 150-plus yards. I'm not sure if we'll do that, but that's definitely a goal. And now we've got a rivalry game, discuss facing a rival star player, which will obviously probably be Tyrann Mathieu. You're facing a bitter rival in the Saints this week, and limiting Tyrann Mathieu must be a top priority. How will you stop him? Let's challenge Tyrann Mathieu. By any means necessary, like you said, limiting his impact has to be a top priority, and he's at the top of this list that we aren't going to allow players to beat us this week. Hold Tyrann Mathieu without an interception. Well, no promises, but obviously we'll try to not turn the ball over. We just hired and signed scouts, so let's go to weekly strategy. Contain the quarterback scramble, I really don't think is what we're going to do. With Jameis Winston, they do have Alvin Kamara, But with Jameis Winston, I think they're going to throw the ball. We're going to go defend the deep pass. And now, fatigue-wise, we do have some fatigue. So I think we're going to go half pads for at least week 1. And the offensive game plan, blitz counter. Let's go run inside. That's what I think we'll do. And then player health, some fatigue, so again we'll go half pads. I mean, not much at all, but... And then Drake London, Arnold Ebiketie, and Desmond Ridder. I am going to change our game day goal to... Let's go 200 plus rushing yards. Start training, hopefully no injuries. Defensively, let's see, hopefully no injuries, as I just said that. Alright, defensively good, no injuries. Offensively, no injuries again, good, okay. And we are going to be able to upgrade some players before we go into this week's game. And I'm not going to upgrade everyone, but we are going to do Rashaan Evans, get him a little bit better in coverage. As he gets +1 man, +2 zone, and +1 pursuit. Lorenzo Carter also gets an upgrade. I think we're just going to keep him with what he's good at in speed rusher. +1 acceleration, +2 awareness, +1 zone coverage, +1 finesse moves. Richie Grant also with an upgrade. And let's check his ratings real quick. I think we're going to go hybrid for Richie Grant. And also get him into that scheme fit a little bit more. +2 awareness, +1 man coverage, +2 play recognition, +2 press, +1 zone. Very good upgrade there. We've got Marcus Mariota as well. And let's get him a little bit better of a passer and go field general. So we got +2 awareness, +1 deep accuracy, +1 mid accuracy. And Kyle Pitts will be the last one we'll upgrade, and we'll let the CPU take care of the rest. But we're going to get Kyle Pitts a little bit better of a blocker. Obviously, I'll change it up as each player's come up. But Kyle Pitts gets +3 pass block, +1 pass block power, +1 run block, +1 run block finesse. And we'll let the CPU take care of the rest. So play season game, we are going to play the full game. Alright, so week 1 against the Saints, we are going to kick the ball away first. As the first game of Falcons franchise is officially underway. As I think I said this before, but it is definitely to be noted that I usually don't, 1, play on all Madden, and 2, I'm not the greatest Madden player. And I am going to use coach suggestions. Oh man, that was terrible. And Alvin Kamara runs for a first down. 14 yards on the game's first play. They want us to go man coverage. Let's do a zone blitz here. Send some pressure at Jameis Winston. And Alvin Kamara runs through 1 tackle before AJ Terrell and Rashaan Evans combine to make to actually make the tackle. 14.4 yards after contact there, not very good. And I do plan to play a little bit more zone coverage than man coverage. I actually didn't realize I called a blitz there. It's a draw. Deion Jones makes the tackle, sort of. Let's go man coverage here on 2nd and 7. Oh man, I just got burnt. It's a good thing Casey Hayward's there to make the play. As Jameis Winston completes his first pass for 9 yards. Lorenzo Carter can't make the play. Alright, we are playing terrible defensively so far. Is who's that in the backfield for the Saints? And whoever that is just runs through Deion Jones. I'm not going to even try to say his name, but you guys can see it at the top. In the red zone already. Five carries for 50 yards already on Alvin Kamara. Terrible. Two running backs in the backfield. It is a pass. And was that mine? That may have been my responsibility. I'm not sure. Jarvis Landry in on the touchdown. And the extra point is up and good as we take the... Or, we actually don't take the lead. The Saints do. And we are down 7-0 early. Cordell Patterson on the kick return. We'll just take a knee there. As Marcus Mariota heads onto the field, as he is our starting quarterback. I really didn't talk much about that. But he will be our starter. I definitely plan Desmond Ridder to play a little bit. Whether it's just because Mariota's not playing well, or just because I feel like putting in Desmond Ridder. There's a run for 6 yards with Cordell Patterson. Pretty good start. So now throwing the ball, I'm not sure how good I'm going to be. As Kyle Pitts... Alright, he hung on to that. I thought he might have dropped it. This is actually a better start than I thought. I thought it was going to be a terrible start. That was terrible. I believe that was Marcus Davenport off the edge. Mariota to Patterson, getting some of that lost yardage back. 3rd and 5. I did call a screen. Okay. Patterson, no blocking. 4th and 1, our own 46. I have a feeling it's maybe our only time where we're in the game, so I'm going to get aggressive and go for it here. Oh, man. That did not go as planned. Alright. Terrible call by me. I'll take full responsibility for that one. That was terrible. Saints started with the ball at our 45-yard line. Going deep out of bounds. We finally forced an incompletion from Jameis Winston. I mean, it was only a 3rd pass. Rashaan Evans makes a tackle, as that brings up 3rd and 1. We are going to send some pressure here. AJ Terrell, right there, but completion is made, as that is Jarvis Landry. First and 10 for the Saints. As my guys keep getting blocked. Rashaan Evans is down on the field. Looks like he's grabbing his shoulder. So now that means Troy Anderson should be on the field, right? Yes, he is on the field. Troy Anderson, big hit. No fumble. As Troy Anderson was a 2nd-round pick out of Montana State. Dislocated shoulder for Rashaan Evans. Second and 7. But that means Troy Anderson will see a lot more playing time. Oh man, I was right there. As the Saints get another first down and get the ball all the way down to the 4-yard line. As that's the conclusion of the first quarter. Only down 7-0, but then we do only have, what is that, 20 yards, whereas we've given up over 100. First and goal for the Saints as the first play of the second quarter. Run up the middle. Troy Anderson can't make the play, but Kamara is taken down before the end zone, but does get down to the 2-yard line. I don't even know who that is that made the play. Oh, Richie Grant, I think it said at the top. I don't necessarily love this, but let's see. Deion Jones, I picked the wrong gap to go through. Home team quarterback periodically has trouble seeing wide receivers, has now been enabled with momentum. Scoring 8 plays, 45 yards for the Saints as we are now down by 2 scores. Cordero Patterson on the kick return. We're actually going to bring this one out. Not a very good return. Getting it to the 21-yard line. I'll probably let that one bounce next time. As Marcus Mariota comes onto the field for the Falcons' second drive. And hit as we throw out a sack. Incomplete. We're going to run the ball here to see if we can get a little bit of those yards back. I know it's never the greatest idea to run the ball on second and long. But Cordell Patterson gets some space. I thought we could have went for a little bit more, but that brings up a very third and manageable 3rd and 3. I don't feel great about throwing the ball here, but I am going to do it anyway. I don't like that. Kyle Pitts, you better catch this. Oh, that's Bryan Edwards! Holy cow, Bryan Edwards! I thought that was Kyle Pitts, but apparently it's Bryan Edwards. Holy cow. That may be the biggest play of the series in Season 1. Marcus Mariota just airs it out for Bryan Edwards. As we cut the lead in half and make it only 14-7. I'm honestly surprised that we're still in the game. This is all Madden difficulty, right? Yeah, all Madden. Okay. As that is a touchback, and the Saints will get the ball at their own 25. Alvin Kamara already running through us, 9 carries, 69 yards, and a touchdown. Defensively, I feel like I can definitely improve a lot. I feel like I'm playing terribly. AJ Terrell can't make the play. Richie Grant there for the tackle. Let's actually send a little pressure at them. I really don't love the idea of me being in man coverage. Oh, Richie Grant can't make the play. Isaiah Oliver helps force him out of bounds. Looks like Arnold Ebiketie was also there. Oh, AJ Terrell, you've got to pick that. Right as I say, we have to play better defensively. We are going to send some pressure here. Casey Hayward, I just missed him. And I missed him again. He stepped out of bounds. Holy cow. We've definitely got some lucky breaks here. As I am going to send some pressure on the punt. Maybe we can get in there. Nope, not able to. As that punt sails out of bounds, and we're going to get the ball, looks like the 12-yard line. Eric Wilson down for the Saints. So at our own 12, not ideal starting field position, but we can make it work. And Marcus Mariota gets sacked. Chris Lindstrom is injured on the play. That's not what I want to see to our best offensive lineman. We're going to give the ball to Tyler Algier here as we're all the way back to our 2-yard line. Lost a 10 on the play. I was just trying to get some of those yards back. Able to get 4. Alright, not terrible. Get in there, Chris Lindstrom. And I'm not sure we're going to be able to get this, but just to give our punter a little bit of space. Look, Kyle Pitts on an out there. Brian Edwards. Just getting the ball to him. Getting it out quickly. But that does bring up 4th and 13. As that was obviously not the drive we hoped for. As Bradley Pinion punts it away. Deion Jones. No, that is Deion Jones. Big hit. As again, they show Alvin Kamara's numbers. This time, 10 carries for 82 yards. As they just completely changed the play. Good tackle there by, I don't know who that was. Deion Jones, that was with the tackling. Deion Jones can't make the play. Alvin Kamara now up to almost 100 yards here in the first half. As I am going to change the sub-linebackers, I believe that should be Troy Anderson in there. Yeah, behind Evans, it is Eric Harris. I do want to get Troy Anderson there, so that's what we're going to do. As 2:53 remain in... As Winston's got all day and eventually scrambles for 8 yards. We definitely need to get better pressure. He had Michael Thomas wide open as I was covering him myself. So obviously that's a recipe for disaster. 2nd and 2 here. Alvin Kamara just breaks through every tackle. And that's going to bring us most likely to the 2-minute warning unless they somehow find a way to one more play. Nope, that is the 2-minute warning. So 2-minute warning. Grady Jarrett, I just missed. Casey Hayward almost picked it there. Why did 2-minute warning pop up now? Penalty, as that's going to be a roughing the passer call. That was me. I switched on to Lorenzo Carter. Trying to get the sack. He released the ball. For Anderson, big tackle to save a touchdown. Alvin Kamara already 102 yards. And that's the touchdown for Alvin Kamara. We definitely play better defensively, but offensively, we haven't been terrible. I mean, we've only scored 7 points, but... And the extra point is good. 21-7. As again, we're going to have trouble seeing receivers periodically. Maybe that helps us score touchdowns. But, I mean, this game's not going as bad as I thought it would be. Cordell Patterson, we're going to bring this one out. It's at the goal line. Nice blocking there, number 40. Beautiful blocking. I don't even know who you are. That guy just ran right around him. Didn't even make an intent to block him. As we do have a little 2-minute drill here. We've got a minute 29, all 3 timeouts. Drake London. What a catch by Drake London. I did not think he would catch that. Oh, I did not mean to flip the play. I did not mean to flip that. Let's just actually put Cordell Patterson on a streak. Oh, man, that was a terrible throw. Chris Lindstrom's hurt again. Wow. Alright, 49 seconds left. Drake London. Oh, wow, what a breakup. I did throw a bullet pass there, I'm pretty sure. Maybe I should have tried like a touch pass there. As let's... Yeah, I'm not going to do a screen here. As we got 44 seconds left. Oh boy. And now Jake Matthews is hurt. What is happening to our offensive line? Chris Lindstrom, abdominal strain. We'll keep him out for now. Jake Matthews also injured on the play. As we're going to punt this, 4th and 10. Oh, that was a terrible kick. That's probably going to be a touchback. Nope, not a touchback. Deion Jones, big hit, no fumble. That's my goal with the punt returns. Why do they show Alvin Kamara's numbers every time he walks onto the field? I mean, I get they're good numbers, but, like, every time? Keep missing the guy I want. Marlon Davidson. Deion Jones again on... Oh, fumble, pick up the ball. Someone pick up the ball. We had about 5 guys there, and no one picked up the ball. That was brutal. Let me actually go back and count how many guys we had there. Fumble. We had... Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 guys there. And no one picked up the ball. Terrible. As second half, they are going to run one more play. Dang, if we could have picked up that fumble, that could be huge. I mean, like, not like we'll go score a touchdown, but like, we'd have about 10 seconds left in the half. Setting our offensive focus, we're going to continue to run inside. I feel like we haven't really ran the ball, and we're going to keep defending the deep pass. Actually, I didn't mean to do that. I didn't realize you couldn't go back. 21-7, we do get the ball to start, as I'm just going to take a knee. So obviously not the ideal start, but haven't thrown an interception yet, something I'm rather shocked on. There's Auden Tate. Fall forward for the first down, maybe. Yep, looks like they're going to give it to him. We've thrown the ball 11 times. I'm going to go with a run here. Let's try a little read option. Actually, don't love that look. As there's a 6-yard run. We're not going to hit 150, I can tell you that right now. Oh, I tried to throw the ball to Kyle Pitts. That did not work. 3rd and 6. Kyle Pitts, what a catch there. Just went with a possession catch. Just wanted to make sure we got there before Marcus May did. Kyle Pitts, 2 catches for 13 yards. Something I really don't do a lot is throw the ball to my tight ends. I should probably do it more, especially because we have one of the best tight ends in in the league and Kyle Pitts. Cordell Patterson is wide open, and that is broken up. Try to run the ball again. We've only ran 20 offensive plays. Here's Cordell Patterson with space. There's a good solid run. This is one of our best offensive drives so far. Nowhere to go. Mariota, I tried to get through there but could not. As we go down for a 1-yard sack. I'm gonna actually flip this. Mario Davis shoots through that gap to get the tackle, sorry. As, let's see here, 3rd and 9. Drake London was wide open. There was no one near him, and we missed it. 57-yard field goal to make it an 11-point game. We are in the 3rd quarter. So let's do it. As that should be good. Yeah, that looks good as long as it's got the distance, and it does. As we make it an 11-point game, as we hit a 57-yard field goal. As we kick off after we got our long field goal. As there's a touchback. Oh wow, they actually didn't show Alvin Kamara's numbers this time. But Alvin Kamara is absolutely destroying us. We have 32 rushing yards. Not one guy can get off the block to make a play. That's great. 119 yards for Alvin Kamara. We could definitely improve our run defense. Obviously, as I mentioned before, defensive tackle was a need. We could also improve our right end, I believe. Or is that Grady Jarrett? Whichever end is not Grady Jarrett. Isaiah Oliver forces him out of bounds. Good tackle there. Or push there, whatever you want to call it. Two running backs in the backfield. It will go... Oh, no, Jameis Winston's going to keep it. What an interception, Isaiah Oliver. That was huge. First forced turnover. Isaiah Oliver jumps up and takes the pass away. Big play, Isaiah Oliver. Now I think we actually have a chance. I mean, I know it's still the 3rd quarter, but I like our chances a whole lot more now. Patterson able to get through there and get a gain of 7. Nope, I picked the wrong play. That run worked out pretty well. Let's go back to it. Not the same results, but still having to move the chains. I mean, as long as we're moving the ball, that's what I want to see. We don't need to have the most explosive offense. It's going to go score these one-play touchdowns, but as long as we're doing the job, I'm just going to run. And Marcus Mariota is not able to. Okay. Kind of just decided to take off there. Saw how much space we had, but nowhere to go. Okay. Let's run the ball again with Cordell Patterson. Let's get back to that. Oh. And we're going to put Cordell Patterson on an outright. Let's hope someone can get open here. Drake London. Holy cow, Drake London. What a job coming back to the ball. Drake London, 2 catches, 37 yards. I'm going to actually throw the ball again here. Oh boy. Pressure in my face right away. As we had like no time to throw that ball. 2.3 seconds. Definitely didn't feel like 2.3 seconds. Kyle Pitts not able to make the play. Also tried to throw like a touch pass there, but accidentally held the button a little too long. So we got 3rd and long. And no, that is not a fumble. Get on the ball, get on the ball, get on the ball. Thank you. So now we got 4th and 29, as we're probably out of field goal range. That is the last thing I wanted to do there, take a sack. Let's see, what's a field goal from here? Special teams field goal, 61 yards to make it an 8-point game. We just gotta stop. Let's actually try this. If it's got the leg, it's good. It is no good, I think. Here we go. It is no good. Okay, well, we tried to make it an 8-point game. Unable to do so. Maybe next time I punt it. But still don't hate the decision. Oh man, I was there. Just got shoved out of the way by their fullback. 1st and 10. I'm gonna guess another run. It is a run. As they just know what they can beat us with. I am on Alvin Kamara, so that's either good or a recipe for disaster. Oh, man. I'm trying to switch on to whoever 26 is right there. There might be Isaiah Oliver. But just putting me on to everyone else. Ebikadi, good tackle for a loss there. Troy Anderson comes in to help. As I hope Arnold Ebikadi ends up being... Oh, I called the wrong play. Ends up being pretty good for us as I can't get out of this, so... Oh well, we're just playing prevent defense at the goal line. And it didn't even work. I mean, I didn't expect it to. Because we're playing at the back of the end zone, so... But that was my bad. I could have called a timeout there. Wasn't going to. As it is 28-10. As we are going to throw the ball a little bit more. Try to get back in this game, but like I'm not going to force passes, or at least I hope I'm not going to. Cordero Patterson drops the ball. Marcus Davenport is down for the Saints. Drake London, good catch there. 3rd and 6 now. So I'm going to hurry up a little bit. Because we are down by 18 points. Auden Tate, very nice catch over there on the sideline. Or near the sideline. We put Cordell Patterson out in a slant. We cannot. Alright, let's just try this. Oh, man. I mean, I do know they updated throw and the run and stuff like that. So, obviously, that's why that pass was so terrible. Drake London wide open. So we'll just take what the defense gives us there. Still no interceptions, something I'm very surprised about. And if you guys do hear a cricket chirping in the background, sorry about that. Screen Patterson, why does he feel so slow right now? If you do hear a cricket chirping, sorry about that. I've periodically been getting up to go try to get it to be quiet, but it just keeps chirping again. Hopefully it's not too loud, and hopefully you guys can barely hear it if you can hear it. They do want us to go for it. Again, I agree with the call. Let's come out, try to run the ball. Let's see what they give us. This did not work before. Let's try this and put Kyle Pitts on a drag. And I got sacked. Okay. 2.8 seconds to throw the ball. Obviously, probably not going to be enough time, as our guys barely get off the line of scrimmage. As I feel like in the second half, we've done a better job of containing Alvin Kamara, as he had a ton of yards in the first half. As they're starting to chew down the clock already. As that'll bring us to the 2-minute warning. Our first game down 28-10. Not ideal. I thought it would be a little bit worse. Obviously, it wouldn't be 21-10 if we didn't have that big play touchdown. I dove too early with Casey Hayward. But Deion Jones is there to make the tackle. It's 1:50 remains in the ballgame. Obviously, this is going to be a loss for us. I'm not even going to bother calling timeouts or anything like that. We're down by 18. Oh, did not want to do that. Dang it, I keep doing that. They did pinch the line, hoping to potentially stop the run, as that should be the last play of the game. Yeah, that probably is going to be. Yep, that is the last play of the game. So, final score, 28-10. Obviously not ideal. But, I mean, what can you expect? A Falcons team that's not great. But, I mean, it can only go up from here, right? As checking out the player stats, obviously we did not get to the 150 rushing yards. Passing, Mariota wasn't terrible, 13 of 22 for 165 yards and a touchdown. Rushing, really didn't run the ball a whole lot because we were trying to come back. Averaged about 4 yards per carry. Receiving, Drake London was leading receiver. As I told you, I don't throw to tight ends often. Kyle Pitts, 2 catches, 13 yards. Defensively, this game, Deion Jones with 9 tackles. Ebike with the tackle for a loss, no sacks. Plus Isaiah Oliver with the interception. But we were able to hold Tyrann Mathieu to no interceptions. Obviously, we allowed a sack. We didn't get 350 offensive yards. Cordell Patterson available for an upgrade, as he is playing slot receiver, so let's try to get maybe something like route running up. So let's go receiving back. As we get +1 awareness, +2 catching traffic, +1 catching, +1 short route running. Pretty good. And that's going to do it for episode 1. Or, after we go through these. Kyle Pitts, I'm not sure how we didn't get it done. It felt like we had a good week of practice, but it's clear we need to be better and do more to get the W. It's only a game. It's only one game. We'll get things figured out, and we'll be in the win column soon enough. Hopefully. And then, another one about the rivalry game. We'll figure things out and get back at it. The loss hurts, but that's all we can do at this point until we get to see them again and have our chance to get even. Tough loss. Your wide receivers will have -7 catch in traffic and spectacular catch for the next game. That is obviously not good. But we took the 28-10 loss, as we're going to advance to week 2. And so that's going to do it for this video. Thank you guys for watching. Make sure to like, subscribe, and comment. And guys, before you leave, if you guys do want to let me know stuff in the comments if I'm doing something wrong about the gameplay, who I should pick, if I should make any other moves, what I should do with the team. Let me know in the comments. I would definitely love to hear your thoughts, and I may even take some of your suggestions. But make sure to like, subscribe, and comment. Make sure to check out my main channel, Super Sports Central, link in the description of this video. So like, subscribe, comment, and I will see you in the next video.